For me, there is true health and freedom and healing in foods. In foods. If you take a look at the sheer nutritional breakdown of things, okay, let me just give you some things that I do. And I'm not saying if you don't have any diseases, you know, drink some fruit juice, it's good for you. But at the time I had a lot of diseases, and I still do the dark green leafy stuff now. But you know, I'll take carrots, and I'm not looking for the carrots. I'm looking for the bunch of green that's growing on them, okay? Then I cut the carrot top off. I throw the carrots away or give them away, and throw the carrot top into my juice. Good example here, the beet. I look for beets, quality beets, but I'm looking at the leaves. I'm not looking at the beet. I want the long stem and the leaves. Give you an example of why. Beet leaves have 2,000 times the amount of vitamin K in them that the beet does. Okay? If you start looking at where are the minerals, the phytonutrients, the beta-carotenes, the antioxidants, where are they hiding? What's going on there? What you're going to find is that the densest, in my opinion, I think, in the densest nutrient-packed stuff, you're going to find it in the greens. And I believe, personally, humbly, my opinion, that the greens is what heals our organs. You know, everything breaks down to sugar. I got real frustrated, and I should not have done it, but it's out there now. Raw Dog Rory, a real good friend of mine, did an interview with me. And earlier in the day, I had been talking to a doctor, and who's a friend of mine wanted me to meet with the doctor, and the doctor agreed to meet with me. You know, it's just, I don't know, it still boggles my mind, okay? I am looking for a doctor out there that can put 2 + 2 = 3, and I don't mean that as an attacking way to a doctor. You know, if I'm in a car wreck or something, I'm going to want to have my bones, you know, put back together. I'm going to need some stitches. I'm going to want to grab that. But what I mean by that is, let me just ask you this, and just sit quietly there for 30 seconds and think it through. I think you'll get the right answer, I think, but I have not honestly and truly heard one single MD doctor tell me this. They seem to go off into these other things. Everything digests in the human body. We're coming from this presumption into sugar that we burn. It's not just a presumption, it's a proven fact. So if everything digests down in the human body through sugar, and that includes the low glycemic stuff, it's just the body's getting it at a much slower rate, much more drawn out rate, okay? So, you have a cancer cell, okay? You have a human cell. A normal human body cell has 4, it's my understanding, has 4 to 6 receptors for sugar. That's the normal human body cell. Now, I'm not going to call a cancer cell normal. So I'm going to say the average cancer cell has between 17 and 19, I've heard up to 21 receptors for sugar. So if everything turns into our body in sugar, now I only have a 9th grade education here, okay? So please bear with me because I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball on this stuff, you know. But if everything breaks down into sugar, what's going to grow faster? The cell that has 19 to 21 receptors for sugar, or 17 to 19, or the cell that has 4 to 6. Think it through, people. Do the math, okay? It's not geometry, which I can't do. It's not the new math, okay? It's not quantum physics, okay? The reason why I believe cancer spreads throughout the body so rapidly is because each cell on a cellular structure is growing at 4 times the rate of a normal cancer cell, okay? So if that's the case, and I believe it to be the case, my humble opinion here, the 9th grader, would it not make sense to like maybe pull as much sugar out of your system as you can? I don't know, it's just me, you know, 9th grade education here, but I think that people, if they really start to take their health and nutrition into their own hands and actually start to do the research, people are going to be very, very, very surprised, just like I was, as to what's really going on out there in our medical system, and what's really going on with our FDA system, the FDA right now as we speak, and what's really going on with the whole American Medical Association, AMA. You know, Europe too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am actually pro-Western medicine. You know, I just think that they're radically missing the nutrition part of it, and I think that they've reached a point where they have simply chosen to look the other way on the truth. I think I do meet doctors that are moving in a good direction and in a healthy direction. There's this one doctor, I don't want to say her name on this, but she's good people, and she's in a very I don't know the word for it, but she's in a position with the American Medical Association. She is acknowledging that some alternative medicines have their places and things. So I just throw all this out to you because, man, you know, 3 years ago I was dying, and now I'm sitting here just sharing with you guys about, you know, this kind of what's happened in my life, and this is a real synopsis of what's going on. I know it's been kind of all over the board. Please bear with me. I'm simply starting to step forward and take ownership of some of the things that I'm experiencing in my personal life. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's cool, you know. If it does resonate with you, it's cool. So this is just what kind of where I'm at and what I've been looking at